Welcome, welcome everyone to ChessWhiz TV, episode 123. Today is March 31st, 2015. We're going to do some trainings and some puzzles today, which is the first time we've ever done trainings and puzzles in 123 episodes. And there's a good reason for that. Trainings and puzzles are really boring, but I thought we would just try it out since we've never done it before and see how it goes. So we're going to look at some chess puzzles and then we'll look at them again and we'll continue to look at them and we'll be like, oh, that's the wrong answer. Well, that was fun. 123 is interesting because it's incremental numbers. I noticed that 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, which is awesome, and it's also not true, but my math is off and just a little bit off. But 1 times 2 times 3 is 6, so that's pretty cool. Actually, 6 is what's called a perfect number in terms of mathematical perfect numberness. There's a portion of math called number theory, which is where you just look at numbers for a while and you're like, wow, that's really a beautiful number. I love that number. And so people who do that for a living have come up with the term perfect number, which is a number where the things that go into that number added together equal that number. So I hope you caught that. For example, 6. The things that go into 6 are 1, 2, and 3, which is why I'm talking about this, because it's episode 123. You don't get to count the number itself, because obviously if you add that in, it's got to get huge. But 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, which is really useless. And the next smallest perfect number is 28. So it really gets out there. All those numbers in between 6 and 28, you add up the things and they're like not right. But 28 is 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 equals 28, and all those things go into 28. Isn't that great? And then the next one is 496, and then like 8,128 just gets huge. And maybe that's not even the right one, but I said it, so you can't be wrong on the internet if you say it. So anyway, now you know what perfect numbers are. Let's go and do some puzzles. It's not going to be much more interesting than perfect numbers. Learn. Training. I got a question in the chat. Do I even lift? You are so memeful today. And the answer is no, I don't lift. I lift like nothing. That's why arms are sticks. But at least I have no feelings, so you can't hurt my feelings. Today, we're looking at this puzzle first. And this puzzle is a puzzle of chess. So we're playing the white. Oops. Somebody put me on hard mode, and that is not okay. Because you can see my puzzle writing is so large, it practically fills the screen. So we're going to switch over to easy mode. So forget that puzzle, because it's way too hard. I mean, it probably is broken. When you have ratings this big, then typically, if you get a hard puzzle, it's just broken. It's like, that's the right move, but I think this is the right move. So you're wrong, and that's how the puzzle gets so hard. So this is a black to play puzzle. UXAA is like a noob, ChessWhiz noob. Look at this. First he's like, do you even... First he brings the insult. I'm covering the chessboard because that's the kind of person I am. And then he says you have the brains going for you at least. So I have to say, how did you find ChessWhiz TV? And look at all those question marks. Did you know that some people are just like one question mark? Watch this. At UXAA. Oh yeah. Some people only use one question mark, but I'm more emphatic than that. Let's get back to the chess puzzle. So knight, of course, immediately I think about what checks can I play, because they're forcing. The opponent only has a few choices. So obviously, I don't want to actually play that move, but queen e3 is check, so that's an interesting one to look at. Of course, this knight move is check, so that's interesting. The other interesting checks are here and here, and of course here. Any other interesting checks here? UXAA has been watching me for a while, but he just decided to insult me this morning. Wow, or this afternoon, Stephen, depending on your time zone. I appreciate that you jumped out of the woodwork like that to tell me what you really think. Do I even lift? So this is all the checks. So this is likely to be one of the correct moves, because if we don't play one of these moves, we're going to get checked to pieces. There's 2 attackers here on this rook, and plus white has this check, and he's got other things to trade down so that I've got just nothing. Because you know I'm behind right here. I'm behind by -1 knight. So I've got to find something good. So let's see if it's one of those moves. The knight takes f3. He takes with something. Let's say he takes with pawn. Queen g3. Maybe this leads to something. I don't think it leads to mate, though, because anytime he wants, he can sacrifice his queen on my rook when it comes down here, and it's pinned anyway. So we're going to say that knight f3 is not the answer. Is queen h2 good? No. Is queen c1 good? Is this any good? No. Queen e3, maybe? King over to king f1. I mean, I'm trying to find like the worst moves for white, and I still don't see anything awesome. So let's keep looking. Did I just look at all the checks and not find anything? It couldn't be a move that's not a check. I mean, if I just set up the checkmate here, then white just destroys me in no time. He could at least get a perpetual check, if not trade off all the material, and that's not going to be a solution to a puzzle. I really like these arrows, though. I don't want to click that rook. Move there. There we go. Yeah, so I can't just play like knight takes g2 or queen g3 because of that. So let's think longer and harder in the most innocent sort of way. Queen e3. So I see some interesting ideas with queen e3, and then knight takes the pawn as soon as it's check, which pulls, oh no, the queen can capture. And I guess you could take the queen. That's probably what's the tricky part about this puzzle. See, it's a highly rated puzzle. Even on easy, you get pretty hard puzzles. Maybe the trick is that all you do is get his queen for your knight and rook. And then what do? You fork off his rook and you win because you're ahead of queen. Maybe it's not a checkmate. Knight takes f3 is being kibitzed by people in chat. Good, good. I like some audience participation here. So if he takes with queen, I have queen c1. And then he moves his king, and I don't have much but taking his queen, which... Or I could take his rook. Okay, so then I'm ahead. But I'm already ahead. I'm already ahead of a knight, guys, so it needs to be a better thing than that. It needs to be a checkmate. I don't think knight takes f3 does it. You're going to have to tell me some more in the chat. Why is knight takes f3 effective? I'll do it. Oh, it's the best move. So he takes with pawn. Queen g3, followed by queen takes h3, because I got forking off this rook. So I guess winning material could be enough here. I've got queen c1, which does nothing, so we're going to go with, well, there's also queen e3 to think about. No, not so cool. So let's just throw this in here. Now, take with, oh, I can't because it's check. It's pinned. Okay, so take with queen. He takes, I take, and look at that. I'm ahead by 0 pawns. That's probably not the answer. So take this way, and then take his rook. Is that all it is? Is that all there is to it? Just win some material? Guys, is there anything cooler than taking that rook? I don't think so. So I'm ahead of rook. Boring puzzle. I didn't even checkmate him. I sat here talking for like 5 minutes. Now I can see why we don't do puzzles and trainings on chessboards TV. 5 minutes of talking about my can't lift or whatever it is, and then just win a rook is all. Well, that was still interesting because, you know, taking a guarded pawn with a knight is kind of fun. Let's look at the next puzzle. Let's look at the next puzzle. Whoever solves this first gets a prize. 0 internet tokens. Are you ready? Let's go. And it might be me, but fortunately I don't have any internet tokens. So the interesting thing about this puzzle is that it's black to move again. First I'll look at the checks. This kind of looks cool because he can't take with this pawn, and this pawn, if he takes with it, I can push with check. I think that's the answer. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. And the other reason I know that's the answer is because this is a chess puzzle, so there has to be something awesome as the solution. If this were just a chess position, then I would probably, you know, g6 so I could bring my bishop out and not feel so bad. But let's do this. Puzzle failed. What? Okay, so you stickers.cc fail for kibitzing that, but I didn't even look at your kibitz. This is my own failure. But let's retry the puzzle and think up something better. It needs to be checked, though, because queen takes c7 is not cool. Rook takes b5. I think that's interesting. Rook takes b5. Pawn takes, queen down, bishop in check. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, that's nice. So now we can play here. Is that right, though? Maybe we should just take this pawn. We play here. He blocks with rook. Then there's nothing cool. H takes rook g4. H takes eat chips. That's not even notation. H takes rook g4. You know, queen c2 is the obvious next check, but when he blocks with rook, I don't even see what to do. So I guess I should just take that pawn and celebrate that I'm still down the exchange. Oh, there must be something better. Oh, he blocks with rook. I take the rook. He takes back, and I move my bishop and just discover that I'm taking his queen next. Then I take his queen, and I'm ahead. Awesome puzzle. Look at that. Pull the king over to a black square, or dark square anyway, brown square, so you can win the queen. Did you guys see that? Did you chess beginners see that? Now, a lot of the beginners don't talk in the chat. They just watch silently, and they're like, I hope I learned something. And all they learn is to move faster, because that's all you really do on ChessWhiz TV. Well, here's something you can learn from. So that's the benefit of this episode, this Puzzles and Trainings episode, because you can learn about tactics like, well, there's a rook here and a queen here, and I love to take that queen. So all I need to do is move the bishop with a huge threat, like attack his king. So then the whole puzzle is surrounding getting the king to this dark square so that you can bishop out and check it. Does that make sense? Good. So let's look at the next one. Let's do one more puzzle. Now let's change it up a little bit, but let's do this puzzle first. So this is a white to move puzzle. The first thing I see is I can't move my rook, so I'm not going to waste my time thinking about how to move it. The next thing I see is the only way I could check him is with my queen, so obviously the best move is queen g8. Just kidding, but there is a queen move probably. That's the solution. I'm almost sure that it's going to be this because nothing else is check. So it's really obvious to me what I should do. Check him here. And he cannot move up because of my awesome pawn, so he has to block with rook. Then I'm supposed to think, oh, it's guarded by queen. This is so sad. But what if I just take that, right? So his queen is overloaded. It's busy attacking this thing, and it's also busy guarding. So then it's like, gotta go, see you later. And then my rook is unpinned, so I take this. Did those arrows look like the solution to you? I think they do. Let's find out. So right now the material is even, but afterwards I'll take 2 rooks with my queen. That doesn't even seem that great. I'll have 2 rooks with my queen, but he still has all these pawns. He's got these 2 extra pawns. So it's going to be 2 rooks. I don't think this is right, guys. No, I need something better than this because I'll still have 2 rooks against queen and these 2 pawns. That's not a very good ending. So let's think about queen here. And now that's being kibitzed by Blingy Weenie in the chat. Wow, Blingy Weenie, you might want to change your name before you run for president of the United States because President Blingy Weenie is not going to be able to be said with a straight face by any newscaster on the planet. So I don't think you'll get elected. Queen e8. Okay, so let's look at this again. Start over. Erase, erase. Here, here, and now here. That's just fun because it's still check. So he has to pull back, and then you're like, nope. That's not the answer because there's still this pin. I can move nothing. So that's not right either. Let's think for a third time. I love queen d8, starting with queen d8. And then he has to move his rook back because that's the only legal move. Then I need a third awesome move. Oh, actually a second awesome move, but I can't count that well. So just round to the nearest 2. Round down to the nearest 2, and you'll have what I meant to say. If I take that rook, which was my original idea, queen back, and I'm still 2 rooks for queen and 2 pawns. That doesn't seem that potent. Oh, queen d7 kibitzed by 8 chips. That's an interesting idea because queen back here now threatens queen g7 checkmate. That's pretty cool, and I'm just loving the green stuff, by the way. Thank you, Thibaut, for putting green on the internet because these arrows are really helping me, especially this interesting shape that looks like kind of a bow tie on a stick. That's really helping me to understand this position. So then he's obviously going to play back here because he has to protect. He doesn't want to lose his rook. So then I'm in the same predicament as I was. I mean, I could check, and he would be blocked, and I would be up, and he would be like up, and his rook is back and forth, and he's protecting himself. So what do I do then? Check, and I'm and I'm checking, and then I take his stuff, right? I just eat his pawns, and that's okay. 2 rooks for queen is okay now because I took this stuff. Maybe. Let's start out and find out. Best move. Okay. One more kibitz is queen d6. Fork the rook and mate threat. Oh, this rook, look at that. That's the solution, Olith 123. And I've got to say, congratulations, Olith. You can now count to 4 because Olith has been Olith 123 for so long. But now that he's forgotten his password, he's upgraded to 1234. And that's definitely the logical continuation. I was thinking 1237 would be okay, but 123, that's brilliant, guys. This is Einstein level quality counting. So queen c7, forking off the rook and the checkmate, and then picking up the rook for free. That's the solution. Thank you to Olith for boosting my chess rating, because now it's up to 23. What's this diving section mean? Oh, I got a puzzle wrong. That's too bad. That almost never happens. As you can see, it's climb, 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 and then broadcast ChessWhiz TV, and it goes down. You guys think that's not normal? Look at my chess ratings over years, okay? all-time chess, and this is all the way back to 2012. Here's my ratings, and they look all scribbly, but the important one is the light blue one. See, bullet, I used to be 2,000 and whatever, and then in this area, 2,000, well, April, whatever, of 2014, this is when Chess Whiz TV started, 123 episodes ago. And you can see the blue line having a bit of a negative slope there, because I used to focus on the bullet rating, since that's all that I was good at. And there it goes down, down, down. Thanks to you guys. You know what? I really think that thanks to you, my rating is low. So I appreciate that. Let's go see what else other training things we can do. We can train, but that's what we were doing. We could do openings, we could do coordinates, and we could do video library. Well, I'm going to stay away from video library because I am the video library. So let's think about openings. Find one strong moves. I like this grammar. This is definitely internet quality. Find one strong moves. And then down here it's like a question mark on a stick. Here, would you like a lollipop, guys? Here's my notepad program. Look at this. Notepad, I saw lollipop spelled like this, lollipop, at the restaurant yesterday. I went to a store that had food in it, and they were selling lollipops. Now, by the way, for you people who want to write lollipop in the future, it's spelled this way. So I looked at those pops closely, and I thought, which ones of these are lolly? They all look kind of lolly. I think they were laughing out loud, so they were like, lollipops. I don't know for sure, but I was amused. Let's look at this one strong moves for this opening. One strong moves. It's a lot of strong moves. I like b5, but I just can't play it. You know, this is all about, this is what white does. This looks like a Benoni opening. I don't know if it is, but it looks like one where the move order is d4, c5. Whoops, that arrow goes backwards, and they all do. Ignore me, but d4, no, come on, go this way. Like this. You can get weird stuff like this where this happens. But interestingly, there's no c pawn. Instead, there's a bunch of knights, and that traded for my e pawn. So I went e6 and I took, and then he took with the c pawn. So that's what happened. Now we know. So b5 is not possible, but that's what you want to play. Positionally, you want to make your pawns have this beautiful house shape, just like in Go. Making house is the point. But white has played a4, and the point of a4 is exactly that. Do not allow this, and the knight c3 also. So these work together really well to stop. This is really black's play here, and he can't do it. So we're not going to do it since we can't. So we'll think about something else. There is knight e5 here. I mean, it doesn't look like much. There is, but what else are we going to do, right? Because we want to develop this bishop and it's blocked. So is it just knight e5? Some people are asking if some moves are the move, right? Like b5, and he knows exclamation mark means that's a great move. But McBlarg is like bf8. Now this question mark is not, is this the right move? It's like blunder, bishop f8. And that's actually not bishop f8. It's b pawn to f8. So it's the lowercase b. So no wonder it's a blunder. Queen c7, huh? So revert. You guys need to put exclamation marks on your moves, which means brilliant move. Or at least good move, intelligent move, whatever it is. You put question marks, that just means it's bad. McBlarg says don't listen to him. Too bad, Blarg. I am listening to you. Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say now, McBlarg? I'm still listening to you, McBlarg. I think it must be 95. It has to be moved this knight. Now, knight b6 is an interesting idea. Olith 1, 2, 3, 4 wants me to know that's a possibility. But it blocks in my b pawn, which is the crowning achievement of my position, so why would I? Right, but knight b5, he needs to guard this, so he doesn't play queen d3, maybe queen b3 blocking his b pawn. Okay, so then I could take and then I could push, maybe? No, I can't push all the way. Queen a5 could be, you know, helpful. Okay, so knight e5 with the idea of queen a5 and taking this horse, whoops, and b5. It's all about the b5, so let's try it. Best move, and it's over. Stupid trainer doesn't even tell me what I'm supposed to do. Don't you have to find 4 moves? Asked Inkspot. Not in this puzzle. It's find 1 best moves. I don't know. This one might be better. There we go. Find 4 best moves. But the 4 best moves one are also often not the best. Because I don't know how they generate these puzzles, but it seems like what they do is they look in the opening book and they say, okay, here's the best move. And then they say, oh, by the way, you can play a3 or h3 because I'll make those correct answers too. So in this position, let's do one more of these. Now we're going to find 4 strong moves. And this looks like a Zukertort opening. Might come from the Semislav defense. I'm just saying those words because they're down here. If I seem intelligent, I'm just reading my screen. And if I don't seem intelligent, I'm also just reading my screen. So either way, don't even worry. So a4 looks fun, but obviously he could push, but then c4 is super weak, so a4 is probably one of the 4 moves. The nice thing about 4 moves is that everything's probably right. Queen c3, I like that move. a3 just seems weird, but of course, a3 is usually one of the right answers, so it's probably still. Interesting about this f pawn, interesting about this king side. I mean, this is a weird pawn structure. This is the queen's gambit accepted, where it was d4 and c4. Well, meanwhile, black plays like this with his pawns, and then black all of a sudden is like, I got you, and then he tries to guard it with his other pawn. Does this make sense? All these green arrows? It looks like a game of Frogger, but it's not. It's chess openings. So this b pawn is trying to hold an extra pawn for black, and we need to tear it up. So maybe b3, just to let him trade off his weak pawn and give him some ability to crush me. I don't like the fact that pawn up is going to force this knight to move away, and then this pawn is weak because he could take it after my knight moves, so I don't like that. So maybe f3 to protect that. Queen c2 must be a good move. Yep, there's one of them, because it guards e4. Okay, so now is a4 good? If b4, then the knight moves, and then he takes e4. So I don't think a4 is right. I think queen c2 is just the best move. Let's just keep playing it. Okay, queen c2, and it's lighting up down here every time. Look at that, lights up, lights up. This is called CSS transforms. It makes it green. Whoa, I love transforms. They're so transforming. F3, F3 to protect e4, but it opens up this file, which could be bad. What if he castles queen side? I'll try it. Best move! Now how can they both be best? I think that this one's bester, and this one's like second bester. Okay, so should I sacrifice on c4? Maybe I should take this with a piece. Rook e1, Kipnis is all with 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that, I like that. Because it does like indirect defense here. Everything's defending e4, so let's throw that one. Good move, but you can do better, Olith. You can do better. Actually, you can't do better. I can do better, so watch this. a4, it's going to blunder. Oh, it's the best move. I really thought that after black pushes and the knight has to move that I'm going to lose this pawn. But nope. In the openings trainer, it's just like best move and then move somewhere else is all. This is not very training to me. I'm hardly learning. But a4 is a break against this pawn structure often because it's kind of unstable. So keep that in mind. I think rook c1 would be pretty beautiful just because it brings out the rook. The danger e4, right? The knight has to move. Let's run off to the side of the board, because what is the other option? b1. Then he takes it. I mean, this just seems bad. But then again, this pawn falls. The other pawns are really weak. Okay, let's try rook c1. Good move, but I can do better. a3 seems better than a4. Okay, Reaver, we're going to go with you. And Reaver, I do not advise putting your zip code in your username. Oh, look, there's 6 digits. Do you live in 96120? Never mind, that's probably not your zip code. Maybe it's your Canadian zip code. You missed the letters in that. This is a pretty satisfactory message, though. Opening solved. Opening solved. Let's get this show on the road, though. So it's too slow-paced. What else can we do here? Coordinates. Now, coordinates isn't really trainy for you guys to watch me coordinate, but I just want to do that for fun right now. Ready? e5, c7. Because I haven't done this in a while. b4, f2, e6, h4, g2, d1, e5. I'm slower than I used to be, especially with clicking on squares. If I ever get a job interview and the guy says, well, how fast do you click on squares? And I'm like, well, slower than I used. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to fail the job. Fail the job. I'm not even going to get the job. Oh, only 43. Lame. Let's compare that to my average. Oh, it's better than my last. It's actually kind of average. Well, that's not too bad. I could do way better when I'm not talking about a job interview. Shotful wants to play a 1-minute game. That sounds a lot like a puzzle or a training, so let's try that. The goal here is to play a perfect game of chess, by the way, guys. I'm not just going to like move my pieces around fast. I'm going to play perfect moves. Are you ready? That's my humor, all right. Perfect. I'm just going to throw all these pawns out here. This seems perfect to me. En passant. I wanted it to say French, so French. I think I like this position. Everything is being developed nicely. I'll bump that, I guess, because I really don't want to move. I don't want to get my Yeah, the problem is I don't want this pawn to be doubled up. Oh no. Let's try this. Anything cool? There's some interesting open diagonal here, but I don't think I can shift key on that, which means capitalize on it. Okay, this is pretty good. He's got doubled pawns. I got an e6 square that's pretty weak. Should I get my own pawns doubled? Sure. He's scared. Am I missing anything obvious? Usually around this time I make some big blunders, but I think I'm okay still. My rooks look active. My rooks are looking pretty awesome. Less awesome now. Oh. Okay, fine. Right? You expected that? Oh! Oh! Ah! I want to keep on the 7th rank. He has 3 seconds. Guess I should just win. Guess I should run him out of time. Oh, out of time shockful. Well, that game was not perfect, but I enjoyed it anyway. Especially the winning part. But you know, it was interesting that middle game where I got my let's click really fast. This interesting part where my 2 rooks were awesome. You know, this just looks really good for white, but unfortunately, I couldn't really make a win out of it because the material's even, and I don't know if I'm winning. I'm better. I mean, even just having bishop versus knight is better because there's pawns on both sides of the board. Obviously, there's pawns over here, and if you look closely, you'll find pawns here. So the bishop can attack pawns on both sides of the board with just in one location. It's like, I see you down there. I got long distance vision, and the knight is not so. So it's kind of better to have a bishop on such an open chessboard. Let's play with InkSpot because I can't resist, but then we're going to do more training because this is the training puzzles episode. So InkSpot, let's see your move. I'm not going to play e6 till I see what you make, move you make. However, I'm going to play e6 no matter what you make. I'm not doing it till I see it. So pretty logical. I got a fan mail. Let's see what it says. It says inbox. That's not really a message. Reconnecting. Oh, nothing. And it took a lot longer to see nothing. I think he has technical problems according to this. Lag, question mark, exclamation mark. It was an intelligent loss of internet connection. Let's see what we can do about this though. Oh, we draw? How did we draw? That's really amazing. Oh, he claimed a draw when I ran out of time. It said, the opponent has left. Would you like to claim a draw? I don't know. It seems kind of drawish, but since he's made 2 moves, it's probably advantage to him. How's the internet working now? Very good. Hi. I'll just say hi in chat. This is a great opportunity for me to hype myself because only the loyal followers are still watching. So we're playing 1 minute with 1 second added. And I have my challenge back from Musika. My inbox says play, which is what an inbox should say. It's very behavioral, well behaved. Let's play the Smith-Morra Gambit here, just for fun. Welcome back, says Heiliger. How do you even say this, Heiliger? Heiliger Bim Bam. Of course, it's probably Bim Bam, because no American would be like Bim Bam. Actually, many Americans would. The ones that don't play chess. So it's probably Bim Bam. That's my opinion. So what does the bishop do here? I mean, is it bishop? What is it? I guess here. So I'm going to play a little chess, then we're going to go back to training. Sorry for the gap in everything. I'm going to take this opportunity to hype, to promote the channel. This channel is called ChessWhiz TV, and it broadcasts twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays, at the time you're watching right now, live, 3 p.m. GMT. If you're in the United States, that's 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern. And if you're not, it's 3 p.m. GMT. Actually, no matter where you are, it's 3 p.m. GMT. You can watch previous episodes on YouTube, which is probably a good idea since this current episode is experiencing troubles. This symbol meant he left the room, but he's now back. At ChessWhiz TV at youtube.com/user/ChessWhiz TV. But I think now if you go to youtube.com, and then you search for Chess Whiz and you leave the H out, Chess Whiz, what happens? It actually says, did you mean Chess Space Whiz? So that's not very useful. And look, there's no Chess Whiz on here. That is not me, if you can believe it or not. Christine Thomason. It's not me. So you click, did you mean? And then you get Chess Whiz TV right next to the 5-year-old Chess Whiz. This is not me either. Remarkably. Whoops, wrong view. Remarkably, I am not 5 years old. How am I out of time? Someone's running out of time. And it's me? Add me time. I'm going to give him time. In a gesture of goodwill, and also it'll be like, hey, hint, hint, let's have some time. I did not use a minute looking at my own YouTube channel. So I'm really interested to push here because it just creates the square that's so Swiss cheese full. And I want to jump in there. This is probably bad. No, you've closed it up. Oh, I just have a 1 second increment. That's not enough increment. I gotta play really fast here. Also, the Smith-Morris just not working. All I'm doing is trading. Whoops, I don't have enough things for that move. Fortunately, he didn't see it. Take my pawn. It's much more delicious. Come on. Yes, I'll solve that puzzle, Olith. As soon as I finish this game, we're going to go back to puzzles. So the actual promotion I wanted to do of myself is, I just noticed that I just went offline for like 60 seconds, and when people do that, most people disconnect. Whoa, queen in there. That looks great. And then queen here, because it's made possible by queen over there. I have to take this rook when it comes over. I don't have a choice. I have to. Bam! And then don't get checkmated. Oops, that's not right. Now he'll just discover check me anytime he wants. Oh, this is not good. It's going to be worse than discover check now. Run! Oh, you're out of time. You're playing the whiz. You're going to lose to the amazing speedness, chessness of whiz. Except you have some pretty good checks here. Almost said checkmate because I thought queen d1 was checkmate. Good gaming spot. I knew you'd run out of time, and this time I wasn't going to add you time because I was losing, so I wasn't. What I wanted to say, and I was having a hard time saying it because I'm playing chess right now, is I have if you want to support Chess Whiz TV, you can do that. And I'm just going to take a little moment here to commercialize myself because you can do that right now. If you go to the website patreon.com, and then you can support Chess Whiz. And I'm going to request that you do that right now. Usually I say don't, but now I say do. And I've put that link in the chat, and I'm going to put it below in the comments of, not the comments, in the description of the YouTube video, because this is March 31st, which is amazing because how often do you get March 31st? Like once a year. But the important thing of that is that it's the end of the month, so anything that you decide to support Chess Whiz TV with will immediately go to my bank account. And the reason that's important is that it's often per month. You have to give per month. But you could give 1 cent. I won't be offended. This other guy, Damon, he gave me 1 cent, and I was pleased and amused, by the way. But I wasn't offended. I mean, I just love Damon. I don't even know who he is. But he gave me, so you can give me 1 cent. That's pretty harmless. But it's per month. So if you do this at the beginning of the month, then I have to sit on my hands for a whole month waiting for you to actually. So if this is a service that automatically takes your money away, I mean, would you not want to sign up for that? A service that, I mean, you don't have to do anything. You just sit there and it takes your money. It's pretty pleasant. I really love it. I'm just kidding. It's yeah, there's some downsides to services that automatically take your money. But anyway, I'm touting this right now because it's March 31st. So if you do want to support Chess Whiz TV, this would be a great opportunity because I don't have to wait a whole month to receive your donation. So I'm going to get $6. And you know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to get a better internet connection because we just lost our internet for like a whole minute. And $6 is going to get a much better internet connection. Let's go back and train some more. Let's do this puzzle here that Olaf linked me to. Copy link address right here. And this is the puzzle. So this looks pretty good. So let's continue from here, and I'm going to play with the machine, and it's obviously white to move, so I will take white, and I'll give myself 1,000,000 hours. Let's see the puzzle. Interesting puzzle. The first thing I notice is that I only have one move I'm allowed to make, which is this. And I notice black has only one move allowed, which is this. So this isn't a very difficult puzzle so far. And then I have to play this, and then he has to play this, and then I have to take, and then he has to play this. Whoops, 1 square. What a cheater pawn. And then I have to, and then when I draw these arrows, they're going to disappear. So then I have to go here, and then he moves here, which he already seems to have done. And then I have to go here, and then he moves here and promotes to anything, and then I go here and win. This is such a difficult puzzle because I can't get it wrong. Here we go. Here we go. Did I calculate correctly? Nice puzzle. I love puzzles that you can't get wrong. All you have to do is find the legal move. That was kind of an artistic puzzle. So what's my mail say now? It says play. Oh yeah, that's right. Mail should say that. Let's do some more trainings because this is training day. So find the best move for black. You guys in the chat, go ahead and just shout out whatever moves you want to shout. But be sure to put exclamation marks, not question marks, so I know that they're good moves and not blunders. So black's missing a queen. Definitely noticed that. Thinking about the checking moves. The best one is clearly here because it's almost checkmate. White has to block with queen. And then the puzzle starts. We've got bishop check. White, if he moves in the corner, then I take his queen with checkmate, so he has to block here. Then I take his queen, and then he has to move there. But that uncovers the rook, which is now making me sneeze. So then if I take his queen, he recaptures with rook, and I'm winning, but where's the checkmate? All I see is like this green pole on my screen. It's kind of beautiful, but let's go with those lines, those moves there, because they're like forced moves. So at this point, I mean, do I have anything else that's any good? I'm thinking about take the queen, he comes out. Rook, do you want? Nope, nope. Rook seat, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so here, he blocks with bishop. Now get out of the way challenges. I'm doing a puzzle. Okay. King over, bishop takes, king has to go over. Take with queen now, it doesn't make any sense. Knight takes right now, could be interesting because I got discovered check. I just got a mail. What's it say? What's it say? It says Poems is following me on Twitch. That is not a donation mail. That is not somebody supporting me on Patreon. So you Poems have failed, and that's not even how it's pronounced. It's Poems. But thanks for following anyway. So now the puzzle really starts. If knight, whoa, oh, I can right-click drag arrows. This is going to save me a lot of scare, because when I hold shift, I don't know if I'm holding shift, and then I accidentally actually move there. So stop. Nope, stop drawing things. Okay, so knight here with check. He can't take with queen. He has to move over. And then knight here with double check. He can't do anything but move back. And then, oh, knight d1. Thank you, Kibitz. That's so beautiful. Look at that. Block him off with knight d1 instead of the double check. Because I'm always attracted to this move because it leads to the common smothers mate, where then you put your queen in here and he has to take with something huge and then you checkmate him smothers mate. That's a fun sequence, but this is the solution here. Block off communication with the knight. It's not often you get that kind of move, but when you do, it's thematic. You can see that definitely distinctive shape occurring in your chess games. It was ever like 5,000 games, but it does happen where you get to move with discover check and you're just blocking communication so that this rook is like, I don't see you or hear you. I'm a rook. Life is good, and doesn't know that his own king is getting checkmated. That's pretty cool. So I'm getting some challenges, Kapmuska Nicolas, but let's continue training. Let's do another puzzle. Because this is puzzle day. If you don't like it, go to YouTube and watch an older episode. Or hang tight, because on Saturday we will not have puzzles and trainings day. We will have a day that is not puzzles and training, so be patient. This puzzle looks really easy, though. I mean, I just take the knight. And then I'm ahead of rook. There is this pawn to deal with, but it's so easy. I just move my queen back here. This is such an easy puzzle. I'm just kidding, of course. Congratulations, Heiliger Bimbom, for first saying knight d1. He was the solver of that puzzle, pretty much. So I take the knight, the king moves, and then I want to checkmate, obviously. Queen to the back rank, check. King moves back up. And then a queen of 3 check, the king moves down. And then queen d1, I got a draw. I could just keep checking him. This is great. Queen takes f3 was Kibitz. Let's start with that. Good job, Olaf. Oh, he's going this way. Very tricky. I didn't think he would do that because I could just check him, but why not? Seems like one of these two queen checks here would be making sense. Since they're check. And puzzles are all about checks. So I think maybe check here and then I can check here, or check here and then I can check here. Yeah, let's just check here. Get back there. Puzzle fail! Get out of my face! Retry this puzzle. Okay, so now we're going to try this move. Yes, I was 50-50. I was going to do either one. What's wrong? Why is this one the only correct one? Because of here? No. Because if not here, because I could have done that from here. Oh, because of this. Chesswiz not too smart. Okay, so check again. And check. That was a cool puzzle. In fact, what I want to do right now is replay that puzzle. Okay, so check. Check. If he blocks with pawn, then checkmate. So check. He has to go back. And then I'm just up and down like a yo-yo. And if he goes in the corner, then I'm, if he goes here, then I can do this. Look, I can draw with my right hand only. My left hand, it's doing you don't even want to know. And I'm still able to draw on the board. I just got another email. What's going on? Steck1 is now following me on Twitch. Steck, why are you not supporting chessboards TV? You and Poems need to get a grip because there's more to life than following on Twitch, namely supporting on Patreon. But hey, it's better than nothing. Thanks, Steck, for doing that. That was a cool puzzle. Too bad I didn't solve it because the answer was just up and down and up and down and up and down the same file over and over. That was pretty cool. One more puzzle, then we'll change it up, do something different. This is one more easy puzzle. You can see the jagged lines down and down. This is thanks to you, but I'm still over 2,300, so let's keep it that way. White to play. I like to look at the checks first, but there's very few checks. I mean, there is this, but you know how it is when you play rook b8 and you've got nothing over there. Could be bad. One thing I notice about this position is that it's pretty close material. I noticed that just now, see? Black has 2 extra pawns, but other than that, everything's on the board, other than the other pawns. There's Poems in the chat with a loud no. It's the only way to say no is loudly. So without rook b8 check, I'm completely at a loss. I don't even know how to start because there's no checks. So I guess I need to do some tactic that wins material, like that way. Stop it. This way, right? That would win the knight. There is a downside he could take, but this is where the puzzle starts. This is where the puzzle ends. I don't think that's my first move. But then I've got check, and he moves his king. His king goes like this. I wish I could do other color arrows, like red arrows for black. Wouldn't that be great? What about the middle click? Let's see what that does. Oh, that's pretty lame. And then I've moved my knight, which is fantastic, because after that, then I can take this pawn, I guess. Heiliger Bim Bom has the answer. Queen A1. Queen A1, are you crazy? Queen A1? Stop selecting things. Queen A1. Not amused. I mean, I'm sure I'm attacking that bishop, but the bishop could move. There's another email, but I'm not going to make a big deal about it because it's just Tyrannosaurus Ash 88 following, and I don't even care. Queen A1 just, yeah, get out of my house. Queen A1. Okay, so the bishop moves over there, and then my queen is so great because I can rook b2 and trap the queen. That's kind of exciting. I'm now excited by Queen A1. Nice move, Heiliger Bim Bom. You solved this puzzle for me. Queen A1 is the correct move, and then Rook B2, trapping the queen, and he trades his queen for the rook because the puzzle's kind of dumb, and it should have stopped before that move, but puzzles don't know what they're doing. Great! And I got another mail, and it says, please accept. Okay, Nicholas, since you said please, oh, but now your challenge is gone, so I have to play Cop Musica. Let's do that, Cop Musica. I see that there's 0 time on the clock and 1 second added, so this is a good time for my internet to disconnect, so that you'll just win on time, but let's see what you're playing. E3, not too smart. Let's throw some pawns out here and see what happens. So this is a fast time control, guys. If you've just started seeing chessboards TV, you're going to be blown away by the pieces moving faster than fast. It's pretty normal for chessboards. Whoops, there goes my bishop. Don't even care. Take some things, push some things. I've already castled, so let's see if he can get castled. Oh, he can't pin that, win that. Oh, there goes my bishop, gone. And I guess I should save my bishop, but I don't want to. I don't want to save it. I want to just aggress. Oops, I guess that was guarded. Okay, so this quality is actually lower than average, which is extremely low chess quality right now. Oh, come on, faster. What? I tried 4 times. I mean, go back and look at the YouTube recording. You're like, bishop here, bishop here, bishop here, bishop here. I did not get that bishop moved. Now, it's true that I'm completely lost in this position, so that might have something to do with my inability to play bishop d4, but still. Hey, great idea, Olaf, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great idea, I'll do that. This isn't even a position. Is there some blunder going on in the code? Is the code blundering right now? This doesn't look like chess. I'm gonna get that e-pawn if it's the last thing I do. Stop guarding it. Castle and attack and defend all at once. I can take that. No, I can't take that. What's going on? Caught Musica tearing it up here, and Ches was tearing it down. Check. Look at that pawn. Oh, it's so weak. Uh-oh. Good thing I've got that. Uh-oh. That'll work. Kind of. No, get away! This is working great. Stop checking me. Now, with my queen and remaining rook, hero rook, I might add, I checkmate him. He's out of time. I think he's okay. King up. If I queen, then king back. I got to draw with queen, 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 queen. But king up, rook, king up, queen, king up. This is what I was going to play. And like, queen? I don't know. He just starts running. So this was not a very... Bishop takes a3, mate in 1. Oh, look at that. I could have played here, huh? Because I'm not in check right now. That would be great. Yeah, you're pretty good. Blarg McBlarg saw that move. That's amazing. So I'm sorry to Nicholas1, but after messaging me, please accept. He has not challenged me. So because this is Puzzles Day, we really have to focus on puzzles. I'm going to take the last few moments of the show to show off a puzzle game. I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, so there's a game you guys can play online that was created by me at bibsland.com. And I'm just going to log in first. Log in. Okay, so I'm going to put the URL to this also in the chat, and I can't copy and paste. So this, you can see how ugly it is. This is actually ChessWhiz. I wonder if I know my login. Can I log in? This is actually a game I made because I'm a programmer, and so you guys can play it. You can like start game and play this game. A friend of mine made the graphics, so if you want to play a puzzle game after the stream, you could do that. Diamonds, I'm ranked #1. 166 people have played this puzzle, this level, which is level 1. There we go, 166. And I'm ranked #1, which means I'm the world's fastest Bibsland player. But look at me moving around. This is reminiscent of Chip's Challenge, which is an old game for the PC, Windows 3.1. Shout out to old Windows. And also similar to Sokoban, another old block pusher game. But anyway, there I go. I have completed the level in 13.8 seconds. Let's select a level and play something kind of hard. Like, oh, these are all so easy. Let's play in the Main Street pack. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this is this game here. There's like all these things. So you step on this, and you're like, whoa, it's moving me. And then you push this bomby thing and blow everything up. That's pretty cool, right? So now I want to get that thing, but I'm getting dizzy. Ha! I missed it. Ha! There we go. And get out of here. So these balls, they just keep rolling when you push them. But fortunately, I know what to do because I made this level. So I'll pick up the red key and be like, what should I unlock? Red, because then I can get red. And now I have red, so I can get blue. You have to get all the diamonds, right? So if I went the wrong way, which was south, then I wouldn't have gotten the diamond on the right. Now scary mode starts. Whoa, whoa, don't touch the spiky balls. Whoa, I never touch spiky balls. Whoosh, here we go, whoosh. I love this part, except I'm gonna hurry up because I want to get the fastest time on the level. Get out of here, get out of here. There we go, okay. So this is definitely worthy of lightchess.org. I'm sure that's why I'm on the front page of Light Chess playing Bibsland, but I just got in, there's only one opening. Now I need to blow that space up. But let's show off what happens if you put this block somewhere that's in the way of these things. It gets super dangerous. Ah! Oh, I just pressed browse back, so that's the downside of this thing being in a browser is if you press the back button, you go way back. I should have put a warning that says, this page would like to navigate away from this page. Would you like to leave? But instead it just leaves, so I just started over the level. So let's try blowing myself up on a different level because it's just so fun to do that. This level, Amoeba Cave, you can just touch these bad things and blow yourself up. Boom! You lost the game. Ha! You know what? This ouch right here, this is using jQuery UI modals, which are no longer in style, but they're resizable. So check it out. I can resize it. Let's go back to chess, because otherwise Tipo's going to kick me off of his server. We're going to play one last chess game, and we'll make it 1-1. And then we're going to go off air. That was fun. So for you guys who want to play some puzzles, go to bipsland.com, and you can play some puzzles. And also you can learn my name on there. Loxball is better, according to Zvich. That's true, because you like the creator of Loxball better. But actually, It's not better. Bipsland is better than Loxball, and I'll take a one-on-one Loxball versus Bipland in top. Boom! And what do you think's going to happen? Loxball's going to disintegrate against Bipsland. Not even close. What was that puzzle game? Asks Turiluri. Let's play this again, but that puzzle game is called Bipsland, and I made it a couple of years ago. And no one knows about it because I'm not very good at SEO, which is short for search engine optimization. But now you know about it. Last game, so sad. After the stream, though, I'm gonna show you guys a YouTube video that really inspired me. But I'm not gonna do that on lichess.org because I've already wasted Thibaut's bandwidth enough. And by that I mean the creator of this chess website has me on his front page, as you can see right there. I'm right here. So why would I stream things that aren't even chess? I've heard of people getting kicked off the server for that, so I'm not doing that. It's too bad you're moving your knight over to the edge. Knights aren't very good on the edge. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the YouTube video. The YouTube video today, below there, you should check it out because there's going to be links everywhere in there. And if you want links, that's the place to get them. Okay. Now I can just win with... nope, just keep developing. Right? As soon as he moves his d-pawn, he never will. So let's just push. I think this is going pretty well. Oops, too bad I'm out of time, huh? 5 seconds and 1 second added per move. Not good. Have to go over here to defend my bishop. I don't like going over here. It's very bad. I dislike going. Check. That was fun. Don't have much time. I have nothing to show for my pawn sacrifices. Oops, that's not going to work. You can just take it for free. There's a downside to that move. Fortunately, there's nothing good about that move. Oh, and now I'm in checkmate. Resign! Oh, I missed. I tried to resign, but he got me. GG, Shockful's so good, I don't even know what to say. Well, this has been an interesting episode for sure. Now we know why we don't do puzzles and trainings, because our attention span's just not good enough. I mean, we do a few puzzles and then we're like, let's play chess. And a few puzzles, let's just leave this whole website and do something else. But that's life. So that's the end of the cast. So if you're watching on YouTube, check those links. And if you're watching live, I'm going to do something interesting for you right now, something that inspired me. And if you don't care about that, you don't have to. But what I'm opening up right now is something on my computer that's not in the camera lens. So when I go like this, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I'm looking at something that's not you. And I'm opening it. And I'm editing it. And I'm switching over to it. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.